Hi, good morning, everybody. Hope you had a great weekend. Looking at Monday market stats again today. Had a good weekend myself. We put in an offer on a house up in Bayview for some clients, and got one new home coming on the market this week. Looking at doing a tour tomorrow, live tour of that. So it's a home up on 5 acres in Rathdrum. And then here in a few more weeks, we'll have a home on 22 acres with 5 acre minimum. So if you know somebody that's looking for property that they can buy and build several homes on, either for their family or as an investment to sell, that should be coming on in about mid-June. So in today's Monday market stats, instead of focusing on the statistics here locally, which haven't changed much since last week, we're looking at some of the other feeder markets, as I call them. You know, some of the larger markets like LA, San Francisco, Portland, Seattle. As I've mentioned, you know, I think we're going to see quite a few more people selling their homes in those areas and moving here, where we were not as affected by the coronavirus as some of the other areas like Seattle and LA and so forth. So let's take a look at the stats, and hope you guys are having a great Monday. A little bit overcast today, but I'm sure the sun will peek out some point this week and you can get your vitamin D. Hope you're having a great day, and we'll look at the stats. So pretty much looks similar to what we've seen in the past. Home sales, we are starting to see more and more activity, just like we normally do any other year. As we get closer and closer to summer, home sales start going up. So let's take a look and see what some of the markets that feed our area, some of the larger markets like LA, San Francisco, Seattle. So in California, they currently have 8,003 homes on the market. That is down slightly from previous year, but it's gone up in the last 3 months, just like it normally does. This last month they saw 1,883 homes sold, so still plenty of homes selling, and it's only down 2% despite, you know, the lockdown, the stay-at-home orders, all the extra precautions that they're sending us. Current home sales are only down 2% from what they were last year. So in LA, despite the stay-at-home orders and all the additional things, we're still seeing a high demand home sales, and I think we're going to see a lot of those people transitioning this way as they sell their homes. We're already seeing a large demand for people already looking at homes in our area, and I think there's a lot of people that want to kind of get a head start once everything goes back to normal, or as normal as it's ever going to get. San Francisco, this is a good chart here showing kind of the activity that's going on. You got new listings and listings and accepted offers. So obviously we saw the peak to that stuff in the last 6 months, January, and then things obviously dropped off significantly. See here, that's when the shelter in place began. Obviously activity dropped significantly, but as you see, starting towards the end of March, where things kind of bottomed out, as we've gone into April here, things are increasing significantly and starting to improve. So good indicators there showing that the market's rebounding and we're getting into a more normal sales cycle that we see this time of year as things start heating up and getting closer into summer. So we're going to see plenty of activity still coming from other markets into our market. Looking at the Portland area, you know, we were up 9% in April versus March. It's down 15% from what it was last year, but we're starting to see an increase and things are catching back up to where it was last year. We still have a 12% increase in home sale values over 2019, so prices are still increasing. So that still shows that there's a high demand for home sales, and so I think Portland's going to rebound well, and we're still going to see people transitioning from that area up into the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene markets. Seattle, of course, Seattle's had some of the highest demand for homes in the country in the last few years. their median home sales is at 605,000. Days on the market for medium home sales, only 6 days right now currently. So still showing a high demand there. Average home sale days on market's 23 days. So still kind of pacing along with, Spokane was at 30. We dropped down to 18 because we had 45% less homes on the market. So higher demand in Spokane than what we've seen in the past. But that's due to a lower inventory. So there's lots of buyers out there. These are good indicators that there's still plenty of buyers if you're thinking about selling your home. Also here in the Seattle market, you're only seeing 10% less, with the COVID-19 restrictions in place over 2019. You got only 10% less home sales currently than it was last year, but we still have more home sales this year versus 2018 over in the Seattle area. So still, the market's still increasing. 2018 was an incredible year, and if we're still seeing numbers in 2020 that's higher than 2018, that's a great indicator that things are still going to go strong